Hello, my name is Philip Corsano. I am a graduate of the London Business School MBA program, and I'm also an economist and a project manager from the University of Washington. I have worked primarily in corporate performance enhancements and restructurings. My first job was for PricewaterhouseCoopers as a management consultant, and I assisted the ENI Group, which is a large oil and gas and energy group in Europe, to restructure in accordance with essentially performance indicators in terms of return on capital employed. This allowed the group to have a much more rational economic organization and restructuring of the group, and allowed it to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. I then worked for Morgan Grenfell as an executive director in their newly formed equity-linked convertible bond unit. This unit was set up from scratch. It became the most profitable unit of the bank during the period I was there, and I essentially set up the whole risk management part of the convertible bond desk, and left to go and become an entrepreneur. I wanted to try to see whether I could actually launch a greenfield project. The project that I essentially was able to test myself on was the Talgo tilt train project in the United States, which is a high-speed rail project. It was essentially a market entry problem, and I was able to enter the US market successfully in less than 3 months. And essentially the project grew and grew from success to new contracts, and is now, the company is worth, according to Lehman Brothers private equity, over $1 billion. The seed capital that was put into the company was $200,000. So this has been a very successful venture. I have also worked in project finance, and have worked on many oil and gas project financings as well as telecommunication financings. And this has led to me working in the former Soviet Union. I then got hired by IBM to restructure one of their large $500 million projects, which had gone severely wrong, the Sirena 3 project, which was the Aeroflot billing system in the former Soviet Union. And I was able to right-size the project in accordance with a new business plan. And perhaps what I learned from this was that it is one of the most difficult jobs. It's not just the economic analysis, the target setting, the identification of and quantification of the economics of the project, but also working with constituents. In particular, in this project, there was a severe over build in terms of direct overhead, and the fixed costs had to be right-sized in order for the project to survive, which was quite complicated as it involved severe negotiations with several of the project sponsors, project company sponsors. I have worked also on uh, investment management. I've been an investment manager for many years now. I do that for several clients, including the bank, and my performance has been very good. And it has been sufficient for me to make a reasonable living on. But I also have decided I would like to work again in project finance, project management. Thank you very much for your attention, and goodbye.